Good morning, Friday, October 10th. I mean, I feel like we've already run about 17 miles this morning, Kyle, before we even got here. But still, we're talking about the best dealerships to work for, subprime delinquencies, and Ferrari and electric guitars. What could be a better pairing?
Oh,
What's the first type of guitar playing that you think of when you think of a Ferrari?
The first type of guitar?
I don't know why, but for me, it just was like Van Halen tapping. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You're
That's
exactly
probably
right.
wrong, but I mean, who's telling me you're wrong? It's art.
Yeah. No, but it's like, I honestly, like, I don't know why this is in my head, but you remember Guitar Hero, right?
Do I?
Bro, I'm thinking like there's a Ferrari driving behind the guy playing Guitar Hero.
Oh, actually. That sounds about right.
You know, and it's just like,
sounds about right.
It just feels like
oh man, that sounds. Nathan, our producer's putting comments in. He's trying to flex, and we're gonna get his flex.
Get out of here.
He ran 5 miles, like legitimately.
Then you run 5 miles.
Yeah,
I didn't run 5 miles. I've been under the weather all week. So.
Oh my goodness, you guys, and you're running miles. No one's chasing you or anything.
Okay.
Look, we launched a new Auto Collabs episode. This is our podcast where we go a little bit deeper with some folks in the industry. I was in person for this one, so it was super special with Michael Kraut from Experian. He came into the studio, which we hope more people visit us in the studio because in-person conversations are just 100 times better. Basically, we talked about outcomes versus attribution and why we might be measuring the wrong things. It was really an insightful conversation about how we should approach and how people are approaching measuring outcomes, better, worse. Questions, right? It's never all the answers, but you know, we do these podcasts where hope it gets you asking the right questions.
Asking the right questions.
You can search that, find it anywhere by going to your favorite podcast platform, searching Auto Collabs, Collabs, or you could just search it on YouTube and find it there because it's all over the internet.
You know, it's in the internet.
Kind of the big thing.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal. We're a big deal in Europe, everybody. All right, let's get into some news. The Automotive News 2025 Best Dealerships to Work For study reveals what separates top employers from everybody else. It's more about people than the paychecks. Can we get an amen from the more than cars side of the family? Winning dealerships excelled in communication, transparency, and trust. 88% of employees said they are, quote, kept aware of the dealership's financial status versus just 65% of non-winners. Okay. They lead with fairness. 92% of employees at the top stores felt they were paid fairly and satisfied with benefits, compared with 71% elsewhere. Flexible work options are gaining traction, with 48% of the best dealerships offering 4-day work weeks and 79% offering flexible hours. I still don't understand that one. Health and wellness programs were a hallmark. 70% offered fitness reimbursements, 75% trained managers to spot stress and burnout. That's huge. And Tim Bergstrom, CEO of Bergstrom Automotive, who operates nearly 40 of this year's winning stores.
Every single one of their stores, except for I think one, got in, and it was probably just because of participation or something.
Because they used the wrong email address to submit, probably. He says, quote, you build trust through being transparent. Top dealerships, the top dealership is Capital Nissan Salem of the Capital Auto Group. We also have a few more friends on the list. Mohawk Honda, 6 stores from the Rohrman Auto Group, 2 from the Matthews Auto Group, nearly 40 from our good friends at Bergstrom, Tim and
sure.
We call him Papa John.
His
father, John. He's the big patriarch of this.
So good. I got to meet them this summer. What a fantastic group. These are the 2 interesting ones for me. One is this keeping everybody in the loop on what's happening at a macro level at the dealership or dealer group. I think it's super important. You know, when people know whether you're winning and losing, it doesn't matter if you're winning or losing, they're at least a part of it. And that's what they want to feel connected to their employer, to what's going on, to the bigger picture. People, you know, especially the younger generations, are seeing the bigger picture as something to be latched to, as opposed to just feeling so individualistic. You would think it goes the other way, but we're craving connection. And so connection to your company is extremely important. Here's the other thing. You got questions about this 4-day work week, but think about other industries that require 10 to 12 hour work days, right? You think about a nurse or a doctor. You think about a firefighter, or a policeman. And they excel at this 4-day work week thing as well. And I'm seeing a lot more take advantage of 4-day work weeks, especially in the sales driven positions like service advisors or
technicians. That's where I've seen
even
it most.
technicians. I'm seeing a lot in the sales department. And so where the demand is long hour days, finding ways to fit in this 4-day work week is really becoming a part of the industry, which I, for one, absolutely love. I think it's genius.
That's one of those things too, where the bigger stores,
bigger
stores, you have more flexibility, right? Because when you have someone, especially in the roles, like I'm thinking about it now, especially in the roles where, like in service specifically, where a vehicle, an RO is an RO, someone coming in for some services, someone coming in, right? You don't even have the communication requirement to like, hey, these are just the people walking in the door today, and they're going to walk out the door today, and you can take care of them. So there's no continuity of like needing to know the exact person. So I can see that. Listen, I love it when we talk about openness, transparency, but more than that, I like it when people are unified. And the fact that these are the things identified in the study where people are unified, moving toward a goal. It just like one begets the other. When people feel unified, they like being together. The customer wins. People want to stay longer because there's nothing worse than going to work and being like, why am I here? Like, why are these other people here? It just never ends well for anybody. So congratulations to everybody on the list. I can't believe Bergstrom 40 stores on that list. Come on. And I do know that this list also is kind of limited because there are a lot of other stores out there that are amazing. But this gives us some insight and something to aspire to. And keeps us ahead. Speaking of not being ahead, being behind.
Segue.
The U.S. market showing signs of financial strain as more buyers fall behind on car payments. Rising prices, higher interest rates, and stagnant wages hitting lower income consumers the hardest. Nearly 14% of new car buyers now have credit scores below 650. This is the highest since 2016, according to J.D. Power. More than 6% of subprime auto loans are 60 days or more delinquent, which is a record high, according to Fitch Ratings. Roughly 1.7 million vehicles were repossessed last year, the most since 2009.
Wow.
Lender Tricolor Holdings filed bankruptcy. We all heard about this, underscoring the strain on borrowers with limited credit access. Here's a quote from Michael Lavin, president and COO of Consumer Portfolio Services. He says the customer is definitely constrained and under pressure.
Yeah, I mean, this is an undercurrent that is kind of rising, and even though the majority of the market is not being impacted by some of the lending strains, like the fact that new car buyers are now making up a significant portion of the industry that are under 650 as a credit score is pretty wild to me. That means two things. One, lenders are digging deeper into the credit portfolio to try and expand the number of dollars loaned out, right? And at the same time, more people are falling into that under 650 credit bucket. The stat to like dig in on here for me is the largest number of repossessions since 2009.
Yeah,
that's staggering.
Yeah, I mean, I know when we saw numbers rising, the numbers they were comparing it to were like, well, during the COVID years, like there weren't, they went down quite a bit, but now we're all the way back to 2009. And this, again, we've said this word a lot, and Jonathan Smoke kind of introduced it to the market, but a bifurcated market.
Yep.
Where you have folks where it's not an issue, and then this growing group where it's the biggest issue. And there's always both sides, but now that side is growing. So challenges, opportunities for us to figure out how to serve those people better and do what we can as an industry to make it work. But it's just what's going on. Speaking of what's going on,
segue.
Back to the electric guitars.
Ferrari's first EV, the Electrica, no C, won't fake the sound of a V8. It is instead creating a new authentic electric soundtrack.
Oh, now it's a different sound in my mind now.
They're designing a system that amplifies real motor vibrations to create a natural, emotionally engaging tone. They rejected synthetic engine noise and are instead amplifying their actual drivetrain frequencies through a sensor on the rear axle. The sound activates only when the driver calls for torque, offering dialogue between the driver and car. So when someone's like, pushing the accelerator when they're asking for it. They developed it in-house. It works kind of like an electric guitar, converting real vibrations into audible, performance-linked tone. Ferrari's head of sound quality, Antonio Palermo, said it took us a long time to reach a consensus about what sound to get, but it was clear that we wanted something authentic.
Okay, first of all, I mean, this is like put so poetically beautiful, you would expect it from the Italians, right? It's when it says the dialogue between driver and car. Isn't that just poetic?
I can't wait. Like the commercial, I want to shoot the commercial for this.
Yeah,
like
and then it ends up like that, you know. Well, then
right.
It ends up like that, you know, Lamborghini commercial was like dust is gold.
No,
right?
No, it better not.
No, but this is super cool. They're amplifying an actual sound.
These cats should hire Darren Doan.
Yeah, they should.
Are you kidding me?
They should. I think Darren Doan would crush this. So it's not actually an electric guitar sound. They're kind of like bringing intonation and frequency to the vibrations that are already happening. I mean, it's super unique concept. I'll say so like unique. In my F-150, it's got the propulsion sound that you can turn on. Does sound kind of like the engine. It sounds a little cooler than the engine as far as like the balance of the tone. What's the Porsche EV?
The Carrera. Yeah.
The Carrera. So Danny Zaslowski took me for a ride in his Carrera when I was in St. Louis, and that has
Kansas City, yeah.
Or Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah. Chiefs, red, Patrick Mahomes. I just blank it all out of my mind. But what I remember is that thing sounded really great. But this is going to be unlike anything we heard before. So I don't know. It's fun. But no one's most people hear it from a distance because
or they'll never hear it because there's not many of these that are ever going to appear on the road. But
no, I wonder what Peter Cooper thinks of this. Dealer principal of Lexus of Lehigh Valley. He's a Ferrari guy, and he's got an opinion on this. And I think I should text him and ask him. Yeah, because he's either going to be like,
him when he's going to get one, so we can get a ride along.
That will likely
that's next
be the
text.
Case. That is. I gotta go. Listen, we have a Saturday episode coming up tomorrow with Chris Reeves. Until then, listen, take all the things that life gives us, all the situations, the financial situations, etc. Find a way to take care of people. We'll see you here tomorrow.